My apologies. Welcome back. Yep, well, maybe I'll leave that in, just to leave you guys guessing. Maybe not. Either way, we're in the final hours of the site's playability, so we're going to play some games. The other day, I played until I was completely exhausted, with predictable results. Um, Today, I'm going to play with a bit more energy and hopefully get better results, but nothing's guaranteed. Fast games are pretty fun, though. Oh, well then. Well, well, well. Um, I need to invade somewhere else if I can't take the file that I was aiming for. I'm just going to find a different target, and somehow things will have to work out. If they push this pawn, I think I take the... No, yes. It's a bit messy. Not really. Alright, we're going to take this one, and then push on the edge. Then exchange here, and the rook is supporting the silver. I'll take this back now. Oh, thanks for the game. I don't understand the resignation, but games are fun to play. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's great to be able to play on a site. Is anybody else waiting short, or do I have to challenge the same opponent again? I wonder. If they challenge me, I'd accept, but I don't feel like challenging me if they just... I don't know. A rematch of that sort might not be so interesting. Guess we could try this. Slightly slower. Oh, wait. I messed that up. They already found a game. We could challenge this player since they're waiting short 3. It's a bit slower than I'm accustomed to, at least on this site as of late. Good luck. Let's build a castle and survive the opening and come up with a plan. So yesterday I put the silver away from my king. Things did not go well. All my pieces are strangely placed. However, I have some clarity in that I'm aiming right for the king. That can't be so bad. Just drop back here. Bring the bishop to a different diagonal. Hopefully it's a good idea. Gotta play this fun move. Um, thought I saw something more here. Maybe I'm making that up. Hmm. Oh, that's cool. Alright, fine. So I'll trap my rook somehow here. I don't know where to strike. Yeah. Hmm. Huh. That's surprisingly effective. Hmm. Okay. Believe in the heart of the cards. Oh, this is not serving me well. If I back up, I walk straight into a fork, so let's go sideways instead. That isn't much better. Whatever. There's gotta be a way forward, right? Where's the path? Oh, this is crazy. Well, okay. I found a target. It's such a strange target, but like everything else is heavily defended. So here we go. Let's go this way. Now, is that where you wanted to put your pieces? I don't think so. Tactics are not working the way I hoped that they might. Um, Alright, we'll take a pawn. Don't have to ask me twice. Where's my bishop gonna go? Oh, that's pretty clever. Okay. Whatever. I don't think they had to defend this. They might still be far better here, but I got one tempo out of all that. Yay me. Well, guess I'm going this way. My knight's prone, but they need an... Oh, they have another pawn now. They have 2 pawns. Alright, so... I need something. Opening the file is inadvisable. Okay. So I guess we're just gonna move here and approach the king. Because what else are we gonna do? I mean, I could resign with a clean conscience here. That wouldn't be so bad. Let's go. Do I drop down? I don't know. Here's another path. We promote and then we retreat. And just do that a few times. I'm so cooked. I don't have any way to expel the horse. Maybe I don't need a way. Maybe it's fine. Probably not. They actually did king takes. I recognized that it was legal to do king takes, but wouldn't be my choice in that position. That said, they're probably still fine, but we're starting to get somewhere exciting. It's thoroughly unclear how to proceed, but there's always a pawn move on the edge. Okay. Weird. Um, I'll have to try to expel this because this is scary. Um, hmm. Drop the lance on the back rank. Except when you don't. This is perhaps one of those exceptions. Dropping it on the back rank doesn't do jack, but putting it here might do something. Man. Pity we don't have the right piece to finish this. I guess that would be strictly a bishop. Although that wouldn't work either. Um, hmm. Let's go. And what else am I going to do here, right? I could chase these pieces in the corner, but that takes too long. Um, there is one trick here. And one trick alone. So we have this check. And then this check. And they could block the check with the rook, but they didn't. I might still lose this. But if I don't give them a knight, I've got some chances. That said, my best attacking piece here would be a knight. So I kind of need to place it, even though it puts me in a terrible bind. Yes, I need to do that, but and just pray that it's fine somehow. So I sacrifice the knight. Oh, that's scary as heck. Yeah, now they're threatening knight drop with mate. Oh, thanks for the game. I don't. Okay. I didn't earn that. Oh, it looked nice. I'll give you that. Um, I guess we're all excited for the new year forthcoming. So, I don't know if I should challenge Magic Treehouse again. Who are Magic Treehouse anyway? Hmm. Should we try? I don't know. We'll do our best. Good luck. This is a different pace of game, but we might play, like, if the opponent plays quickly, we might keep up the pace. But yeah, now we got a 60-second time bank, which is more time than we'll ever use. But, we don't need to play anywhere near as fast as I'm playing here. Okay, this is insane. This is madness. Madness. This is Sparta. So... I get that exciting stuff happened there a second ago, but I think I survived it. And having survived it, I think I stand on the better side of this. They could do rook takes pawn, but yeah, it's a bit much. But no, I'm just going to push in the middle. King's right there. Let's go. Of course, I thought I was going to drop a pawn here in response to them doing the same pawn drop. I am blind, but thankfully I'm still alive here. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Who needs to castle? Castling's overrated. Alright, so I could drop the pawn on the center file like I've been plotting. This loses the pawn, but it's probably worth it. No, there's actually both a rating and a rank. However, I have so few games on the site that I still don't have a rank yet. Almost all players have both. I'm in the small minority of players who just haven't played enough. I think once I get win number 30, then I get my rank. So that's part, and the other sad news is that the site Playzone is closing tomorrow or on January 1st. I'm not sure which. But yeah, we won't be able to play games on this site anymore in the next year. So that's unfortunate. So we gotta get in all our games and get a rank as soon as we can here. Oh, I've been playing a lot on 81 Dojo. So, yeah, we would go back to playing in 81 Dojo, probably. Let's go. Oh, this is dangerous. My bishop's trapped. Well, the knight covers the bishop's head. It's probably fine. Oh, the lance is hanging. That's the real problem. Everything's loose here. Okay, so if they promote the silver... oh, just kidding. Why would we take a simple move? So... Okay, I offer you a chance to sacrifice the rook. Yeah, they aren't interested in that. It's fine. Wait a sec. No, I don't have the square covered. I'm going to cover the square and then try to trap their silver. The Avatar movies were beautiful. Plot. Oh, wait. I'm confusing. Wasn't there an animation? There, the Avatar series on Nickelodeon. But then there's also a movie I think also goes by the name Avatar. Animation was excellent. I'm gonna lose this. Okay, everything is hanging here. I'm gonna get checkmated. I might win their rook, though. If I'm lucky. Do I do bottom pawn? What do I do? Yes. Wait, I can't do that. Check. Drop here. They might silver drop, I don't know. But then I can... No, I can't. That's not how that works. But yeah, the one about humans invading a planet, I don't think was as interesting plot-wise. Maybe it's an overdone plot device. I don't know. Let's... Wait, oh, I can't... keep forgetting that 2 pawns is a rule. Okay, I'm gonna hit the bishop. Here goes nothing. This is probably too much, but I'm just not seeing a plan here. Check. Oh, another cool set of movies are Studio Ghibli's films. Not just Spirited Away. There's also Castle in the Sky and many others. But in the West, we all know Spirited Away. Oh, did I just trap my dragon? If I did... Oh wait, they can't silver drop without me taking the silver here. Yeah. They're worth watching. They're incredibly good. I was fortunate enough to be able to see them at a movie theater that was rerunning them. I didn't catch them all because I was busy. But I think I made it out to see 2 or 3 of them, which was uh, really amazing. Okay. How do I deal with this? Normally I'd want to take the top one, lure pieces forward, but that's not the most effective tactic here. Oh, wait, I can strike this. Hmm. I'm annoyed how effective that is. Fine. You survive. Again. This is amazing. Okay, sure. We'll exchange here. And then that's a fork. If I dropped here instead, they put the bishop in between. Rooks are not as useful as bishops in this position, but I've got to use what I've got. Actually, for them, a rook would be a better attacking piece than what they have. This is terrible. Um, keep my castle closed if I can. You'd have to ask them, honestly. You might have to go to Japan and ask around, see what people's impressions are. Um, oh, I'm sorry. No, 81 Dojo supports blindfold play. So no, this has been done before. Um, it surely is incredibly challenging. With chess, I've really struggled doing similar, but shogi seems impossible to me. But some people do it. I don't know how. Um, all right, so I need initiative, and pawns are the only thing that can grant that here. Hmm. I guess that might be true for me too. It's just for me, no chess positions are familiar. But hypothetically, if I got familiar positions, I might have a chance. This is terrible. Wait, maybe I can exchange my rook for the horse and get an initiative out of it. Oh, they could drop here, though. Or there. Um, okay, this is exciting. This is the world's worst material win. So, yeah, I got... Oh, I'm not even winning material there. All I'm winning is an initiative. Did he win another world championship when I wasn't looking? I might have missed it. Was he playing in the World Cup or some other tournament recently? World Rapid and Blitz. That's the one. I saw some announcement because Lee Chess broadcasts tournaments. But yeah, I hadn't actually seen it. Um, oh, he won both. Rapid and Blitz, so those are separate events. Oh, of course they are. Yeah. Um, nice. 2 wins for the price of one. Alright, I got a rook again. Is there a chance I might use it for some useful purpose this time? I don't know. This bottom pawn is far heavier than I thought it would be. I've got to back up again. This is hideous. Hmm. It's possible maybe this knight that I dropped way back here might be one of the sources, maybe a major source of my woes. I got a tempo. We'll take it. Because that helps me promote my bishop, and that might help me get more tempi. Yes, there is a storm on the horizon, but as long as I don't look over the horizon, things look okay. I've been debating rook drop down here somewhere. The more pieces I get in this vicinity, the more viable that looks. It's not going to do much because they have so many generals, but it might make them think. Could also knight drop in exchange and rook drop and retreat. It's not so useful, and it gives them another knight. Yeah, that'd be fatal. I can't do that. Rook drop out here and then promote, and then knight drop looks strong if I can get away with it. Of course, if I... well, since this is hanging... yeah, no, actually, let's do it. So... chances are they probably do something about my attack on the bishop. And in so doing, they can't easily stop this at the same time. I didn't even take a piece, and yet this is amazing. Hmm. Check. Yeah. I'm going to force the king into this sandwich. I don't have another good check to follow. The horse covers this pawn. I was considering lance takes, but that's a pretty heavy loss. Well, okay then. They kind of forced me to play this, but it's a decent move. Yeah, I see what you're up to. Very funny. Um, they can block, and I can exchange to win more pieces. Oh, we're not going that way. Okay, then. Oh, that's smarter than I thought it would be. Huh. Thought I'd have a good move here, but seemingly not. Wait a sec. I've got this. This isn't terrible. We can take here. I think we both got excited by what was happening there. Pray there's a checkmate. I'm struggling reading. Again. Maybe I should have dropped here instead. So why didn't he take the promoted silver, the promoted knight here? I think he's afraid of his king walking into a mating net. The problem is this direction isn't much safer. So he might still be walking into a mating net here, despite trying to walk out of it. Okay, screw this. I can't read, but that's not going to stop me now. If I just take all the pieces, I'm winning this. So I've got a gold and 2 silvers, and many other pieces attacking. This can't be bad. They need to drop another piece in defense, and they don't. It's an interesting position. Buddy, that's crazy. How do you have time to do that? No, that's impressive, actually. I need to find a move here, though. It's super important that I find a good move. Okay, I should just take this, and I'm threatening a fork. That's a fork. Thank you. I'm so slow at attacking. But if I take all the pieces, I might have a chance. It's just, I have to cry each time I do something like this. But, a win is a win. Okay. Go all the way up first. Get kicked out. And drop back a bit. Probably get kicked out again. With the gold all the way down here, it can't also be on this square. So they need some other piece to cut me off. They're in a prison of their own design here. Arguably should have just taken the bishop and surrounded the king and mated it. But I'm questioning my ability at the moment. If the rook promotes over here, I have this... No, I don't have this fork, because the knight covers the fork square. So I guess my best plan is this bishop drop, but they drop the lance in return. Hmm. I could win a rook. I need to find a better move. No, let's just do this. Whatever. Winning a rook is going to be okay. Yeah, you think? I would think. Um, I'm just going to be slightly patient and back up again. This taking the horse is in no way called for there. Obviously, I should be delivering mate like 10 turns ago. Um, Now they drop another piece to block my rook. And I have to find yet another way into this position. Surely I missed a checkmate earlier. Oh, they didn't block my rook. Thanks for the game. It's an end game for sure. Will we remember it? I don't know. Alright, so we had a win and a win and a win. Brings us to 27. 3 more wins, I can actually get a rank. Oh, sorry. I've already missed the board. No, like, so we saw I checkmated them in 2 moves there, or 3 if you're counting shogi moves. Um, didn't take my horse Y. Or didn't take my gold. It was defended by, what was it? Was it the rook defending it? All my pieces were defended in that particular position, but you're referring to something earlier in the game, I think. Um, I think I had like a pawn defending my gold. I don't remember. We'd have to go back over it. But I'm in a race with time to try to get my last 3 games in. So that we can... well, I'm sorry, I need 3 wins to get a rank. The rook and the lance weren't defending. Maybe... No, we'd have to look. I don't know how to get my game back up to show you again. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just hung it. Maybe I'm just that good. Well, should we challenge Maple no Suka? Let's play. Good luck. No, that's fair. I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't get to your question. If I'd noticed it, I would have certainly tried to answer it. It's a good question. I mean, chances are, like, I don't know, the other day I was hanging pieces left and right. Today I have a little bit more energy, but it's altogether possible I might still make pretty hideous blunders. Because I can see tactics frequently, but strategy is not my forte. That said, if I just push my pawns toward their king, that's the right sort of thing to do, right? So I open a file for my rook. My bishop kind of covers the pawn and knight's head. Oh. I walk into a really basic tactic. Fudge. Screw it. We're gonna sacrifice material. Let's go. No, this is me just hanging stuff for no reason. Oh, this is half Mino Castle. I have two generals protecting each other. And that's all I have in this position. Yeah. I could resign here with a clean conscience, but that would be the honorable thing to do. We'll give it a minute. Alright, I'll attack your pieces. So, if my rook gets exchanged, my gold ends up over here, then that's full Mino Castle. Or just Mino Castle. Let's put a rook on a super safe square. How can I hang the rook most elegantly? This is hanging, right? So I'm thinking about bishop drop and bishop takes pawn. If the rook goes somewhere crazy, then I don't know, something else. Why did I play bishop 6-2? Oh, why did I exchange here? No, 6-2. Oh, didn't they drop a pawn forcing me to retreat somewhere? That's, oh, 7-1 would have been funnier. Yeah. It's because I have no sense of humor. I could drop on 5-5, though. Here, let's drop this on 5-5. Yeah, their username indicates something like that. So I'm gonna cycle back and forth here. Oh, does it? That's a fun name. Alright, this is safe. Grandpa's gonna teach us how to play some shogi. Nani? Alright. I think they missed bishop takes pawn. So I'm very lucky. That said, I didn't see bishop takes pawn until I played it. But at least I saw it. I'm lucky. They could drop here or there. Yeah. So I might be toast here. Sucks. This sucks, this sucks, this sucks. Alright. I'll exchange once, twice, 3 times a newbie. Yeah. Do I take that? Now, surely, like, the horse doesn't belong there. Oh, but if I try to do clever things... Oh, this sucks. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna try to do clever things. It's gonna backfire, but we gotta try. I have to save my horse. Now they have like gold drop. Hashtag this is fine. My opponent's being a little cooperative. They might move the gold toward the king if they care about their king's safety. They might. They might not. Yeah. I feel like I'm super blind here. This can't be right. I debated dropping the bishop instead, but that got really complicated. Oh, I don't even have a gold drop to follow it up like I was imagining. Yeah, then I saw this, and I thought, hey, that looks fun. This might be terrible, but I don't know. Looks playable. If you make consecutive threats, your opponent will blunder. That's super heavy pawn drop, but like, I don't know. Yeah, that'd actually be a nice touch. Oh, it's dawning on me how extremely heavy this drop is. That's no good. Yeah, they can do a pawn drop, and it's not easy for me to break in. that's a cool move. A checkerboard pattern? Really? Who would use that? I mean, other than me. Hmm. Mm-hmm. You might be onto something. Then they could introduce a castling move that just like shuffles your pieces and magically somehow defends your king. There's so many things they could do to appeal to an international audience. Then add some like French move about like taking a pawn when it moves twice. Um, I'm screwed. My king can't take that. Welcome. Hashtag this is fine. Don't mind my terrible moves. I was about to snap this, and then I'm like, wait, I get mated if I take that, don't I? So I run. Taking this lance, I guess, prepares my king to run, but it doesn't serve any attacking purpose. It's just strictly a defensive purpose. I was about to be all mean about my own move, but it actually serves some purpose. Is it enough to save my king? That we don't know. Oh boy. Wait. Wait a minute. I don't have a diagonal. Do I need one? Yes, actually. Fuck. Um. No, this cuts off horse takes gold. Damn. I don't know. What? What's this? I guess it depends, like, if you're at a chess club or at a Go club or at a Shogi club. Um, in abstract, like, if you're asking what's the hardest to do, as opposed to, like, what's most flashy, I guess I can point to XKCD that did a total ranking of game complexity and just point you to their opinion. Um, if I remember correctly, they're saying that Shogi's more complex than chess, I think. But certainly Go is more complex than both. Ooh, ooh. Uh-oh. Wait. No. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Um... hmm, what a mess. Okay, I have an idea. No, that's not good. Oh, this sucks. Hopefully this will be fine. Let's go. Let's go. Arguably, the ghost stones could be recycled repeatedly, right? It doesn't happen so often, but um, it's possible to repeat positions many times. But likewise in Shogi, positions could repeat so many times. Yeah, I don't have an example of a king getting exploded in Go. Um, but I might... Oh my god, this is scary. Alright, I defend my king. How many pieces do I need to win this? Shit. How does this work? I don't know the rules. Nah. It doesn't... It's not entering king, though, because their king hasn't entered. Gosh. Okay, I'm gonna promote this pawn. Hmm. Yeah. So that's a different respect in which games can be impressive. Not just difficulty rating stuff, but some other sense of what makes the game beautiful. Um, shit. Uh, there's some tactics here. So I'm unhanging my rook so that my knight's free to move. So if they do some crazy, like, lance drop, sack, I can actually take it. Hmm. Like, if you ask some engine, surely Gota is winning this. Am I up to the challenge of winning this? I don't. Maybe. I've got to promote my pawn, right? I don't think Japan would be so amused about that, though. Um, oh, that's a cool sacrifice. My king has made it to the top rank. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna drop this super heavy drop. And then drop and pawn. And hopefully I'm not getting checkmated somehow here. My king is going to come over and checkmate your king. That's the plan. Yeah. Thing is, like, even if somehow you were to obtain citizenship, you'd still need um, to find employment. Um, Life in Japan is not easy. And if I could get the knight down and obliterate some of this in one move, how amazing would that be? Um, yeah, I should take this as fine. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? It would allow us to move on to the next game. Be even funnier is if I found some way to throw this. Um, yeah, not intentionally. I'm only torturing because I'm bad. A Western style checkmate. Thanks for the game. Alright. If everything goes like that, maybe by the end of the year I can get a rank. Maybe. Shogi's not easy. Here's another player at a similar rating. Wait, yeah. Is it a challenge? Oh, you challenge, we hit the challenge button. I knew that. Good luck. Oh, I see. Maybe... So the site no longer shows a question mark with my rating. So what I was reading earlier about provisional ratings might still be true, that like after 30 or some games, some number of games like that, you have an established rating. However, I don't get a rank until I get 30 wins, apparently, because I still don't have a rank. I'm going to defend my bishop. Oh, okay. Well, don't try this at home. Let's activate the rook, because why not? What in the world's going on here? Is this me just doing another dubious opening gambit? So I give up my lance, but maybe I get something for it, if I'm lucky. And if I'm not lucky, we just go on to the next game. I just come up with some other crazy sack, and hopefully that one works better. Question isn't about the number of losses, it's about the number of wins. I don't like this. My optimism falters. Let's just attack this on its head. Well, I got a foothold. Don't think I can keep it, but it's a foothold. Silver here, silver 6/6 is most unwelcome. I should have just dropped the horse back to protect my king. Why did I make this complicated? It's not even that complicated either. Screw it, we're gonna go with whatever the hell I'm coming up with here. That's on like 81 Dojo's comparison guide or somebody's. I know it was referenced by the VTuber streamer Honeymint. But I don't know who originated the comparison. Ah, on Hidechi's 81 Dojo site. We're just not going to walk into a fork today. Tempting as that may be. And even if it's fine, like, this is still better than walking into a fork. Let's go up here. I still have the foothold. I still have not used it. I should drop the pawn, though, so I don't get mated. Sidestep that attack. Ah. Damn. They actually hit this point. Wait, why did I think that things were safe? I don't know. I'm just bad at counting. Alright, so I'll continue fighting against this horse that's parading all over my position. Um, Here we go. Here we go. Not very far. Um, hmm. Let's go. Let's move, move, move. Oh, they counterattack, and if I'm lucky, I don't get checkmated right away for this. Um, yes. That's accurate. Should I have taken this gold? I'm not thinking. That's a weird time control. Or it's a fast time control, rather. Um, let's go. Oh, fudge. I can't win this. Unless they do knight takes. Like, the best I can do here is repeat this. Because they can just repeat. I don't have a way to break this. I mean, the only way I have to break this is super expensive. Wait. No. Wait, can I promote the pawn to break this? Yeah. I guess we use bishop these days instead of like vizier. Um, Not that that was ever a shogi term, but like if we're looking at Charatunga, or however you say that, uh, Chaturanga. Oh, would you look at this? Um, in Chinese chess, they have advisors. Thanks for the game. Hope short. Gotta play some hope shogi. We have enough hope, maybe we can win. So we started at 24 wins. We got a win, a win, a win, a win, a win. And if we get one more, that'll be 30 wins. We just played Mitsutoshi. Um, yeah, so should we play Oji? Just kidding. They're challenging. Oh, sure. Let's play. Good luck. Hmm. I'm being trolled, guys. Or this is a real opening and I just don't know it. Which is more likely? You know what? I'm going to castle on the left. So there. Oh, fudge. They're going to build my least favorite castle. Unless maybe I discourage them. Okay. Now, last time I put my silver on the side away from the kings, and really bad stuff happened. Wait. We take this. That's the fork doesn't do anything, does it? I was so excited about this fork. We gotta play it now. But no, I guess the rook's defending the lance, so I can't take the lance. Unless something happens to distract the rook. Um, hmm. Let's roll those. Let's roll the bones. This lance looks not so easy to protect. And if they try like pushing pawns to trap my bishop, or they drop the bishop, like this opens more diagonals for the bishop to drop and escape. Yeah. They're off by a few years, but Mayans were looking forward to this for a long time. A Shogi era. So this works. No, no. Rook's head is kind of prone. Um, yeah, like I was saying, this is just going to open more lines for bishop drops. So I'm okay with that. So this pawn is loose. Oh, my king is going to be fending for itself quite a bit here. That's going to be pretty exciting. So yeah, instead of like gold from the right takes, I'm probably playing gold from the left. Just because their attack is so far a bit slow. Oh, nothing defends this. Oh, they could drop a pawn in front of my rook. Don't F this up. Alright. So before they cut off my rook, I cut off their rook. Then I'm attacking the pawn that supports the bishop. And if the rook were to defend this, I could just exchange for the rook. Or I could play silver takes, which is way smarter. Because rather than taking a slight upgrade, you can take an upgrade and attack and get a pawn in hand and like get the attack moving. Yeah. I don't want the rook. Oh, actually there's a third. I'm going to play it this way. So I get to have my cake and eat it too. My attack continues, but also the bishop's going to be hanging. This looks safe enough. Alright, the bishop retreats. Yep, called it. Do I do a fork? Surely the fork is the best I have here. So the bishop's loose, the knight is loose. And they can't move the bishop to defend the knight. So they're going to need to do something creative here. Thanks for the game. Yep, the world ended. And with that, I finally have a rank. It's official. My best rank, 9Q. I could be ashamed of that, but it means I got to play a lot. I could say it's been a busy year. I could say it's been a busy few years, and it's been a busy month. The other day I had quite the losing streak. I did get some rest overnight. Having some rest helps. Having some food helps, but yeah. Shogi's hard, and my play is super inconsistent. So 9Q seems about right. When I'm playing 30-second Shogi, like, anything can happen. I'm not that consistent. It's really cool, though, to see all these games in play at once, isn't it? Let's watch Magic Treehouse. To think we're not going to have another chance to see Magic Treehouse play on Shogi Club 24. How do you have such an amazing name and, like, you've still gone undiscovered? I don't understand. Is it a reference to something else? Ah. Yeah. Yeah. So it's an achievement. If I spent way more time playing this month, um, maybe I could get some other rank. I don't know. My rating was higher earlier, but eh. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. That's what Hidechi was suggesting. Uh, so if I were to gain another 20 points, I think that puts me at 750, which I think would be 8Q. Um, but, we have other platforms we could play on. At some point, I need to again take up the PO Shogi One Dan Challenge, just because it's such an amusing uh, thing. Getting crushed by the little chick uh, at uh, at fairly reasonable time controls. And little chick plays moves, I don't know, that are more human than stockfish. I don't know. How do you say that? Like the PO Shogi app chirps at you, and its moves often enough seem reasonable. Like if you play against other engines, and I guess they've tempered this recently with stockfish, or at least with fairy stockfish. Oh, it's got music now. The mobile app does. It would surprise me if the browser version did, but I could check it out sometime. Um, but yeah, it's like if you're playing against stockfish years ago, once you get a winning position, the engine will do everything in its power to make sure you cannot checkmate. It will delay the checkmate as long as possible and put up the toughest resistance possible for many, many, many moves within some depth constraints, but the depth constraints aren't, I don't know, doesn't hold stockfish back very much. So you have phenomena such as when National Master John Chernoff or Sug Addict have been challenging AI level 8 on Lee Chess for an hour or two, just repeatedly tilting and getting flagged by it. Um, so um, it's just level 8 was not perfect, by the way. It's still using some randomness and obviously using depth constraints and such. Um, but yeah, at other levels on Lichess, you would also see, like even at AI level 1, players struggling to checkmate the bot before it flags them. Um, yeah, it'll be fun taking on those challenges, or at least the PO Shogi challenge again. Maybe there will be a renewed interest in Lee Shogi. I don't know. There has been a topic of some discussion on Lee Chess's forum about leaderboards for variants. And uh, yeah, I and other developers and moderators are trying to think about like what's something that's reasonable for Lee Chess to do about this. Um, Years ago, I had not been at all a fan of the leaderboards. Um, and then I contributed a patch to make them more accurately reflect active players. Not because I particularly cared about Well, in some small way, I do care about the integrity of the leaderboard, but more so, I cared about uh, there were allegations that players that were new were sitting on ranks and were sitting on ratings, and other allegations about possible cheating. Well, an easy way to deal with the latter of those is just have the player play more games. And if a player can consistently play and there just isn't enough evidence to support a cheating claim, then they're a legitimate opponent. And if there is the case where somebody is using assistance, by playing more games, they'll get caught faster. Um, so that was the rationale at that time. So we patched the leaderboard to be a bit more to filter who's on it. These days, it's been pointed out that for variants, some people are playing 30-second variant games. And it's easier to get on the leaderboard doing that than playing slower games. Particularly if you're good with a mouse, or just in general, because it's easier to find a game. And I guess maybe there's a broader spectrum of ratings at fast time controls, because at a fast time control, like, there's going to be some players that are extraordinary and some players that really suck. But at a slower time control, players will be more balanced performance-wise. So some things are being suggested. Again, I'm not the craziest fan of the leaderboard, so I would rather see stuff featured. I'm going to regret clicking this, but what the hell. Uh, yeah. Battle PO bots consecutively from weakest to strongest. Yeah, this is a cool lineup. Losing to any bot means you're KO'd and have to restart the challenge. Yes, this is familiar. You know, at some point, I just said, as practice, I'm just going to face this one Don bot over and over and over again until I get a win against it. I still have not, to my memory, beaten it. Have I? I don't think so. Um, but yeah, the game configuration, 3 or 10 minute, random color, play to the end, and allow repeated position when losing. Yeah. Prizes TBD, the whatever. Pride is quite a prize, too. Um, and yeah, you got to. Ah, that's right. This is submitted by Transport PKMN. Yep, yep, yep. So the 1 Dan, 2 Dan, PO Shogi. I don't remember this word, but this document looks incredibly familiar. So yeah, that's the challenge for anybody who's passionate enough to take it up. Mortal Kombat style battle. That's right. If you've seen the SNES, I assume that's the original game. Or Super Famicom. There's this image of a tower and the player fighting challenge by challenge their way up the tower. It's not the only place you'll see that kind of imagery. But apparently there's a name for that sort of thing. So that's the name. I'll have to look up the pronunciation later. I do remember in there's a parody, Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged. They were showing a tournament, um, which I think had 8 teams or 7 teams or something, and the pairings looked more or less like that, where Team Urameshi had to fight like almost twice as many rounds as everybody else. Yeah, in the abridged series, they're like, "What the hell is this?" I don't remember there even a statement being made about how unfair it is in this Demon World competition thing. Um, Looks like Magic Treehouse is having a good game here. Yeah. So this whole time I'm monologuing, I'm also pondering, meditating on my emotions here. I think we'll finish watching this and we'll conclude for today. Um, which means there's only about like 8 hours left until the server play zone closes. I don't think I'll be joining tomorrow morning. Um, I'm quite okay with just having done what I've done. Of course, I'm going to have to log on other platforms. I found that you can, in fact, on both 81 Dojo and Shogi Wars, redo the account link. And this updates your record and rank. And they say, I think through January, they'll preserve that functionality, but I might as well take advantage of that. I am curious what will happen with ranks on Lee Shogi, as that's been a matter of some discussion. I don't have a strong opinion about the best way to do it. You'd think I would, but I don't know. Every site has its own rank system. Whatever is produced will be fair, and if it doesn't work out, they're, I don't know, can tweak it, and players hopefully will understand. But maybe not. Let's see if Magic Treehouse continues castling. Like gold 5-9 is reasonable to me. Nope. They take the initiative. Hmm. Maybe I should watch the higher ranked game. Let's take a look at a different game. This one looks like it'll be going for a while. So, yeah, let's take a look at this. Here's a game between Gardener King and Uncomfortable 245. I do wonder, suppose that Shogi Club 24 had a different rating versus rank situation where, I don't know, it was more like 81 Dojo. Would that have attracted many more players to the site? Not that that's necessarily even what the server owner wants, or not necessarily that that's what the JSA wants, but just imagine. Um, hmm. I wonder what will be the last game that gets played on this site. Well, I guess at some point there's just going to be um, sites not going to allow new games to be created. Or, well, some games shut down in the middle. What a way to celebrate the new year. You imagine you're one move away from checkmating the highest rated player on the server. And then, oh, time has elapsed. All games are aborted. So Gota here has built Mino Castle. Senta has built, I don't know, looks like Twin Gold Castle, except one of them's moved up. Oh, wait, what? Gold takes, I think, is required. Oh, why this pawn drop though? Hmm. Could a bishop not retreat? Well, I guess there's not much space to retreat. And this is more effective anyway. Yeah, Gota has got amazing compensation for a temporary sacrifice. But also the rook on 5-8 is in a sad position where it's going to be an easy target. Gota has the common sense to continue attacking, and well, now they take the silver. Now that the opponent drops a piece to defend their king. At this point, oh, 2 golds on the back rank, or bottom rank. You'd think I would be familiar with this pattern. Jeez. Well, Gota got the rook, but they had to exchange a gold for it. Thankfully, Gota's king seems to be safe enough, but I don't know that winning the material right away was worth more than other ways to attack here. It's going to take a lot of time to build up a new attack. I say that, but the hell is this? Yeah, the knight on 6-8 is loose. Are they going to drop another piece to defend the knight that they just dropped? They are. It is a fork. Alright, well, Gota's tied Senta up now. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess if they exchange gold for silver, there's no additional gold drop here. There's no holding it together. So, yeah, this attack is, yeah, that's the game. Who else is playing? Should we take a look at this? Oh, they're reviewing. Oh, I see. It says play if they're continuing play. I just wasn't looking at the status column because I didn't expect it to be in that position. Yeah, anyway. I guess we don't need to watch me watch Shogi Club 24. We all know where it's at. I still think my practice against the PO Shogi bot would be good practice. And if I can start beating the one Don bot, then maybe I'll take up the gauntlet, the challenge. I don't think I'm ready for it, honestly. But yeah, if I don't know, someday I'm good enough. It's quite, I don't know, it's a good way to practice. I've practiced chess against software in similar fashion that trains you on scaling difficulty opponents in sequence. And then after you start losing some games, it points out your errors and lets you fix those. So, yeah. Shogi Club 24 is a beautiful place. Hopefully 81 Dojo can live up to its legacy. I was a bit surprised when I saw all the announcements, not so much about Shogi Club 24, but about about Shogi Wars, claiming that they were going to try to do similar things. I'm still skeptical that Wars would ever, I don't know, dedicate the same resources the same ways that the site does. So after a game concludes, there's post-game analysis that immediately kicks off on this site as well as on 81 Dojo. Lee Shogi, it's not too far away to get a hold on post-game analysis with your opponent. The time controls on this site are unique. I don't think Shogi Wars is going to commit to having those time controls year-round. Because they cater to a different audience. We'll see. But yeah, I was just initially surprised by those responses that either came from Wars or were about Wars. Yeah. I'm sure if somehow, like, other sites don't pick up the slack and players really miss this play zone, this website itself might not come back, but it would not surprise me if some spiritual successor did show up if other sites can't pick up the slack. But I'm hopeful that 81 Dojo and Lee Shogi and maybe even Shogi Quest. I need to take a closer look at it. I still can't log in. Maybe next year I'll try again to log in and password reset and stuff, but we'll see if other sites can pick up the slack. Yeah, this dojo's been wonderful. With that, I'm still rambling, so I should probably let us go. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.